Hello, my name is Joseph Alai. Welcome to my channel, and I'm outside here in San Diego at Dog Beach, and today I want to talk about daydreams. So I was basically standing out here before, and I was reading Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard, and I was staring out into the sunset and just daydreaming. Now, for me, I have manifested so many things simply by daydreaming. A lot of it is not even purposefully or deliberately, but when we imagine something as if we're there, which is generally what happens when we're daydreaming, right? Like when we're daydreaming, we are usually contemplating something either good or bad, but with this nostalgic like feeling as if it's already happening. Those are the exact credentials or criteria for manifesting something. Because what we have to do is first define exactly what we want, and then after that, we construct a scene that implies that we are already now that person, and then we imagine it as if we're there. So this is the exact same thing that we do when we daydream. So a common misconception is that you have to have your eyes closed in order to imagine. But as I said before, I've manifested thousands of things with my eyes open. And in fact, a lot of times you'll realize that when you're watching a TV show or just plain thinking into space, you will end up manifesting something based off of that, right? So it's important to control what it is that we allow into our mind, and it's important that we control what we daydream about or what we think about, because we are always manifesting all the time. Any clear thoughts, anything that we allow into our subconscious mind will be impressed, and that will manifest in this world. So one thing I like to do generally, and this is how I manifest everything that I needed, including money and anything that it took for me to move to San Diego, actually, in the first place, was I sit and then I stare through the door frame. And I don't know why, for some reason I enjoy staring through a window or through a door frame. And then I just contemplate, what it would be like if I was now there, or what it would be like if I already was there. And it's, for me, with my eyes open, sometimes it's a lot easier to imagine than with my eyes closed, because of when I close my eyes, automatically it's like my body prepares for sleep, and so my mind starts wandering all over the place. But with the eyes closed, even though you're still looking at what you're looking at, you're not really looking at it, right? Your senses are essentially shut off. It's like when you talk to someone, but you're not really listening to them, and you don't hear a word they say. That's proof that you can shut off your senses and get completely and totally lost in your mind while you have your eyes open. So when I manifested moving to San Diego, essentially what happened was I was sitting and staring through a door frame, and I was imagining that I was on the beach of San Diego with the dog. And however many months later, a crazy bridge of incidents unfolded. I'm talking about crazy, which I'll get into probably down the road in another video. I did not pinpoint this, though. I did not know that this was happening. It's just a crazy bridge of events was happening. There was a lot of chaos going on, and suddenly I found myself in San Diego. Now, even when I was there, I still didn't really realize what was happening. But later on, when I was on the beach with the dog, that's when it clicked. I was like, oh my God, I had imagined this, right? So I was sitting on a bed staring through a door frame for a few minutes, and I was seriously lost in the daydream to the point where I was lost. It was minutes. I was totally immersed in this scene to the point where it felt really, really good. I don't know if you can relate to that, but a lot of times when I daydream, I catch this feeling of I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like this comfort of daydreams. And you know, I didn't think about it again after that. I didn't lift a finger. I simply imagined that, and then I got interrupted later by someone, and that was it. And a couple months later, a bunch of stuff started happening, and I wound up in San Diego within I don't know, probably 4 months or something like that. And then another couple months later till I realized, whoa, man, my daydream manifested. That was one of the bigger ones. But all the time, generally, when I'm watching something on TV and I'm lost in this, right? And the thing about TV or movies is that it's human nature to always have empathy for the character. So when they're sad, you're sad. When they're happy, you're happy. If you notice, watch someone's face when they're watching a movie. They will mimic the emotions of the character that they're identifying with in the movie or the TV show. And this is proof that you can easily impress the subconscious mind by watching something, right? So definitely be careful of what you watch on TV. And another thing is you can use TV to help you manifest things. Like if you want to go on a vacation, watch a TV show or a movie that you can get immersed in where they're on a vacation or being rich, right? Like Wolf of Wall Street. Well, I don't know if that's a G-rated example, but you want to be rich? Watch something where someone is filthy rich. Someone that embodies the traits of the person that you desire to be. And the same thing goes for books, although that's not daydreaming, but your eyes are still open. So one awesome thing to do is read a biography before you go to bed about someone that you aspire to be like. Someone who's very successful, someone who's very creative, someone who has exactly what you want. Because the awesome thing is before bed, you are most susceptible to impressing the subconscious mind. So if you read something before bed, the chances is that it will impress upon the subconscious mind, because you've got to think about it in that you become completely immersed when you're reading something, right? You're constantly impressing the subconscious mind. And here's the thing, there is no fiction, okay? You know, it's interesting. I was watching The Matrix the other day, and this is what kind of prompted me to talk about the movie thing is, you know, Neo was in the building and the cat went by, and then the cat went by again, and he goes, whoa, deja vu. And they were like, what did you say? And he said, deja vu. One cat went by, and then another one just like it went by. And while that was happening, I thought to myself, that's not deja vu. Deja vu is when something happens and you feel like it just happened, right? So I made that conscious thought while I was watching the movie. And then the next day, I was sitting in a meeting and they passed a basket around to collect money if you wanted to donate to it. And then right after that, another basket came by, and now it just was happening. And I passed it to the guy to my left once, and then I passed it to him again on the left. And he goes, deja vu. And I immediately realized that my watching The Matrix was impressed upon the subconscious mind. And the way that he said it himself, one went by and then another went by, and he said deja vu. That's not deja vu. And that's exactly the thought process that I had the day before when I was watching The Matrix. Exactly. And this happens to me all the time. And I'm sure if you pay attention, if you observe the events that happen in this reality, you'll conclude to yourself too that this probably happens to you all the time. Usually when I watch TV shows, it will be manifested, right? Like when I was watching The Punisher, big mistake. Suddenly, like, everyone starts fist fighting in real life, right? The next day there was a fist fight, and then the next day there was a fist fight. And generally this does not happen in my awareness, but it's just the simple fact that whatever you focus on, you will allow into your subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is non-selective, right? You don't need your eyes closed. Whatever you are aware of, if you become aware of it, will impress on the subconscious mind. And since it's non-selective, it doesn't matter what it is, it will be impressed upon the subconscious mind and replicated on this external world. So eyes open, eyes closed, thoughts, writing, reading, all of these different things have the power or capacity to impress upon the subconscious mind, and that will be manifested, right? Because all that is necessary for a manifestation to come to pass is for you to impress something on the subconscious mind. So guard your thoughts, be aware of what you're thinking of, and use it for your advantage. Watch things that are going to advance you. Watch things that you would love to have your subconscious mind impressed with, right? Because there's no fiction. So whatever you focus on will be impressed and then manifested on the screen of space. So anyway, I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked the scenery. If you did, definitely like this video, subscribe, go to the website sovereignmind.com and register for the email list for unlisted videos. And yeah, subscribe for my YouTube channel and stay tuned for more. Thank you so much for watching.